Hey guys, Tiffany with another video, and as you guys saw from the title, this is going to be another will I buy it or nah video. Clearly I'm in the car. I am on lunch. Y'all have already cleared it and said that this was good to go. So anytime, well, I didn't really have a lot of time to film that week, it was okay to film in my car. So this is, girl, what was that? What was hair? Oh, it was just hair in my mouth. I for real thought that was a bug, no lie. I don't even know if that's gonna make it into the video, but I thought that was a bug. Lunch for today is Smoothie King. I have like 3 weeks till my birthday, and if I'm not looking like a snack, I'm gonna be mad. So I'm trying to at least lose 10 pounds in 3 weeks. I think it's doable. We'll see. I'm in a public parking lot because I'm in the parking lot of Smoothie King because I didn't want to waste time driving back to my job. And these people looking at me crazy like they've never seen anybody filming in their car. Let's keep it moving, keep it moving. All right, so first let's start with Versali. Versali is coming out with another skin product. This is the Haldy Eyes. It may be a little accent on that, I don't really know, but I'm just gonna go with Haldy Eyes, and it is a brightening eye cream. It says it's inspired by Ayurvedic medicine and beauty rituals. Moisturize, glow, and prime with one cream. And then it has all the things it's formulated with. It's going to be available May 28th online at Versali Care. Oh, so I wonder if that means it's not even going to be in Sephora. Now, I will say when Versali first came out, I thought they were like super gimmicky. You know, they were coming out with the little serums and the unicorn serums and all that stuff, so I always felt like they were really gimmicky more than anything. But lately I will say that they have been releasing some good products. This one actually has me interested just because of the fact, you guys know I suffer from darkness underneath the eye, and I'm always looking for a really good brightening eye cream. So this is something that I would pick up, but the only reason I'm not gonna pick this up is because I've really been loving the Ulla Henriksen, whatever tickled your fancy, that cream. I've been loving that, and I have still a lot to go left in the jar because I bought the full size one, so I don't really feel the need to go out and purchase anything else. Again, I am interested in this. I probably will wait to see reviews on it. I like for people to use products for a certain period of time before, you know, I get an opinion on it, because y'all know I don't only do videos here on my channel, I also watch them. So I probably wait to see what the feedback is on this, and then if I run out of my other cream, I may give this a try. So it's not a no. I'm definitely interested, just not something that I want to pick up right now. So it looks like Makeup Revolution is coming out with some new palettes. I wonder, can you guys hear my air condition? I tried to turn it down on the lowest setting, but child, it is hot here in Savannah. It is currently 86 degrees. It feels like death degrees. That's what it's feeling like. It is so hot, but it's really crazy because inside of the post office, it's actually pretty cold because we have like these fans underneath our desk. So I usually have a jacket on inside the post office, but man, it is like super hot today. Makeup Revolution is coming out with some new palettes. This is a collaboration. It is Makeup Revolution and Rach Leary, I think that's who it is. I'm not familiar with her, so I can't really tell you much about her. But the two palettes, there is an Ultimate Goddess palette, which is going to run you $20. There is 2 matte bronzer contour shades, 1 shimmer bronzer, 3 blushes, 3 highlighters, and 16 neutral bright eyeshadows. That palette right there, you know what, the one thing I will say, it's definitely giving me summer vibes. We're multitasking. I think a lot of the times, like, companies kind of throw people off when they come out with these like super deep dark eyeshadow palettes, like really rich eyeshadow palettes in the summertime, when that's not really what people are looking for. And that's probably what I'm looking for, because y'all know your girl loves a good neutral eye, okay, any time of the year. But I think a lot of people are looking for those really nice, like, summery type of shades. I definitely think this is giving us a little bit of summer. I think there are some nice bright pops of color in there, and the contour bronzer shades look like there may be one in there that is definitely for deeper skin tones, so that is good. Overall, I would pick this up. I would pick this up because the Makeup Revolution palettes that I have, I really like, and $20 is not breaking the bank. For the most part, their shadows usually perform really well, so I would pick this up. The other one is the Goddess on the Go palette for $15. This one has one shimmer bronzer, one rose gold blush, one champagne shimmer highlighter, one matte contour shades, and then 9 warm tone eyeshadows. That palette is also up my alley. That's a nice palette. I think this is a really good collaboration. I like that they're kind of giving you the best of both worlds. There are those bright colors for those who want bright, then they're giving you the neutral for those who like neutral. I think the neutral palette is really pretty. I'm not going to pick it up because I pretty much have a whole bunch of these type of shades, y'all already know, but I do think that's a really nice palette, and for $15 I might. No, Tiffany, no Tiffany, you do not need that even for $15. Okay, so I'm not going to pick that up, but I do think that's a really good pickup. And from the swatches, the eyeshadows look really pretty, both of them. I may go ahead and get the one for $20. It's not really like anything I have in my collection, not really, because I don't have a lot of like colorful palettes, so I may pick that up. I'm also really interested in those contour bronzer highlighter shades, so I think that one's a yes. The other one is a yes too for anyone who wants to try out Makeup Revolution, who wants to add some neutral tones. For $15, you can't beat that. So I think it's a yes, like it's a win-win all around. All right, so something a lot of you guys tag me in on Instagram. If you guys aren't following me on any of my other social media, I usually go to Snapchat first. I love Snapchat, but I also go to Instagram as well. So a lot of the times when I'm kind of distant on YouTube and a lot of you guys are leaving me messages like, Tiff, what's going on? I'm probably active on my other social media, so I'll leave the name somewhere on the screen, so definitely make sure, so that way you guys can kind of keep up with me a little bit more. But a lot of you guys tag me in this on Instagram. Juvia's Place, what time is it? I got to be back to work at 1:30. Okay, Juvia's Place is now coming out with a complexion line. They are coming out with a foundation. It says there are 42 shades. Is that what I'm saying? 42 shades and 4 different undertones. The foundation is going to run you $20 each. It's a full coverage foundation that melts into your skin while giving a radiant and velvety matte finish. You're not only getting matte, sis, you're getting radiance as well. Okay, that sounds interesting. It says they're also coming out with complexion concealers for $14 as well. Available May 20th. What is today? Today's the 16th. Online at Juvia's Place, and then coming soon to Ulta. Y'all know I'm back trying to give Juvia's Place another try. 42 shades is definitely nothing to sneeze at. It looks like there is a nice variety. I just hate purchasing shades online. I'm not a fan of purchasing foundations online, so I don't know about this. I always feel like it's super hard to find my shade, and then I'm usually wrong, and then I probably would have to, no, I can't even say I will wait to return it in Ulta, because I would have to return it to Juvia's Place if I order it from them and not Ulta. I may wait for this to come into Ulta and see, because I'm interested in how they're describing the formula. And you guys know I'm always open to try a foundation. $20 is not the most expensive foundation. So I think this is, I would pick this up. I would rather pick it up from Ulta when I'm able to actually swatch it. But if it looks like I can find my shade pretty good, I may go ahead and get it from them online. That way I can try it out for you guys. So we'll see what happens. Looks like Colourpop is coming out with a new collection. It's called the Birthday Collection. I think they're reaching another year. So this one is called the Birthday Collection. It's available May 16th, which is today. That happens to be today. Okay, so it is Colourpop's 5th birthday. This is the collection they've came out with. There is an eyeshadow palette that is called the Main Squeeze eyeshadow palette. Looks like the palette is $12, which you guys know is the usual price for Colourpop. I don't think I'm feeling this one. I don't think I'm feeling this one. Is this supposed to be like watermelon theme? I think this is supposed to be like watermelon kind of themed. All of the shades from the swatches kind of look the same, except for like a few. Like the shimmer shades, no, 2 of the shimmer shades look the same. And then there's a gold, and then there's like a deep plum, and then everything else kind of looks the same. So that leads me to believe that applied on the eye, it probably will run a little muddy. So I'm not really sure about that. I'm definitely not interested in that. What else are they coming out with? There is a lip bundle. The lip bundles are $12 each. Not in the market for no new lip products, and I'm not really a fan of those colors, so I'll pass on that. They are also coming out with some Glitter Obsessed and Supernova shadow bundles that are $12 each. One of those glitter Obsessed, I guess that's what it's called, it actually looks pretty interesting. The Tripping on Skies. I may get that. I like that. I would have to see. $12 for a set. It looks like you get like 3 products or something like that. So I'm kind of interested in that a little bit. I wish they had a swatch of just what that set would look like, and I'm not seeing one. There's a lot. Colourpop is always coming out with stuff. Colourpop, you guys know I like Colourpop. I definitely feel like they are priced at a good price, and I really hope that they stay that way. They've seemed to be consistent with their price, except for that one time they went into Sephora and then the palettes were like $25. But other than that, they seem to be pretty consistent. This collection is just not catching my eye. I'm kind of interested in those glitter shadows, because I was just saying the other day I want to do a little bit more with glitter. So we'll see. But for the most part, nothing other than like that glitter pigment, whatever it is catching my eye. So this is a pass for me. Another product that a lot of y'all tagged me in, like y'all were tagging me in this like crazy. The Morphe Such a Gem 39S palette. 38 shades, matte, shimmery, sparklies, it does say that, shimmery, sparkly, and one press glitters, cool tones and warm tones. $35. I like half of the palette. You guys can probably already guess which half I like. And then the other half, even though I love purples, I think purples look beautiful on me. But the other half doesn't, it's not really doing anything for me. So I don't know. I don't think this is something that I would pick up. But at the same time, I think these are some nice colors. You know, the color scheme is gorgeous. Like the color scheme meshes, and I really like that. But I just don't see myself personally using half of the palette. The half of the palette with the lighters, shades, the plums, and the lavenders, I don't think I would get as much use out of those as I would the other half. But the other half does look absolutely gorgeous. Let me just say that. But 38 shades, $35. That's, I mean, it's a decent price. And again, this is about the same price I think that Morphe usually charges for their bigger palettes. But I'm not interested. I thought it was funny that when I went online, because like I said, a lot of people tagged me. A lot of people were on the picture commenting like, okay, so when is the James Charles palette going on sale? I was like, dang, y'all are ruthless. Y'all are ruthless. It's a no for me. But do I think it's a pretty palette? I do think it's a pretty palette. I just don't think it's something that I would pick up. I don't think anybody who liked those type of shades would be disappointed. Morphe shadows, sometimes their matte sometimes be a little bit too dusty, and then some of them be a little bit too like hard pan for me. It's never consistent. Not from the palettes that I picked up. But again, I haven't picked up a Morphe eyeshadow palette in a really long time. Love their brushes. Love their brushes. But their palettes, usually they're like a hit or miss for me. So yeah, it's just a no altogether for me. So Juvia's Place came out with an eyeshadow palette called the Nubian 3. Another one that I got a lot of people tag me in like, Tiff, is this it? Do you like this? I didn't. I honestly, I felt like this was a non-cohesive palette. I'm probably the only one who felt that way. The grays threw me off. Now don't get me wrong, I love like coral and grays as like decor. That was my living room scheme. Well, that was supposed to be my living room scheme, and then I changed it to like turquoise and gray. But I think they look together that way, but for some reason with the palette, I'm weird. I know y'all gonna be like, well, how does it work for that? But it didn't work for this. Just looking at the palette, I don't know what it is, but the palette just did, like the grays threw me off. I don't like them in the palette. Whatever, I said what I said, okay? I don't like them in the palette. I don't think the palette is all that amazing, honestly. It's a combination of cool and warm tones. It's $20. I think it's sold out like quite a few times, so clearly a lot of people love it. I'm just not one. Like, I see this palette and I feel like you guys know I've already said I'm really not going to be purchasing too many more eyeshadow palettes because I have so many that I rarely get a chance to use. This is my work face. Do y'all see? I mean, granted, I got on some foundation today because I knew I was going to try and film. I got a little glow, but like as far as eyeshadow, I may put a little bit. I have a little bit of gold. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but I have like a little bit of a gold Colourpop eyeshadow on the lid. I don't get to do much, so I'm going to be really cautious when it comes to picking up eyeshadow palettes, and this one, it just doesn't do it for me. So it's just a no. Like, I think the colors are okay, but I want something more if it's going to be something that I pick up and feel like I'm actually going to use, and I'm just not feeling it with this one. So e.l.f. came out with some more shades for their what is their foundation called? The Flawless Finish Foundation. I think they now have 40 shades. I'm actually really excited because I've heard a lot of people say good things about that foundation. Every time I went into store, every time I looked online, I never saw something that would match. I felt like it would be something I would have to mix, and I'm not in the mood to be mixing foundations. Like, I'm just not. So I'm really happy that they've extended their shades. I would love to see where these new shade extensions are gonna pop up, because they have available now at Ulta, Target, and Walmart. We'll see if I can actually find the new shades. Target may, Walmart probably not. But if I can find a shade that finally matches at $6, like, I'm really interested, because like I said, I've heard a lot of great things about this foundation. So that's a definite yes for me. Hopefully I can now find a shade. So Beauty Bakery did a little sneak peek of a palette that they're supposed to be coming out with. It's called Breakfast in Bed. First of all, it's gonna include 9 mauves, purples, warm, cool shades, and more. It's supposed to be available May 26th online and in stores exclusively at Ulta Beauty. I didn't see a price for it when I looked. I don't know if they've now released like an actual picture of it, but the sneak peek had me like so confused, because I was like, what is y'all serving? If this is breakfast in bed, what is y'all serving? Because this looks dead. It's looking dead. So y'all serving some bad bacon. Eggs ain't cooked right. Like, I just don't get breakfast in bed from this, because I don't. Black coffee, is it? Maybe they're only having black coffee for breakfast, or just coffee. These are coffee-ish colors. Okay. I just don't know what kind of breakfast this is, because this is not a breakfast that I want to be served to me. Like, I'm not, for the name and the little sneak peek threw me off, because again, nothing about this says breakfast unless it's coffee, and a lot of people like coffee. I'm now liking coffee. I didn't drink coffee for years, and now here it is. I'm, mid-30s, and I'm now just branching into coffee. It's so funny. I'm always asking people like 1,000 questions at Starbucks. But yeah, this is a no for me. I don't like the colors. The colors, although it says it's a mixture of warm and cool, it looks a little cool. I'm not the biggest cool tone eyeshadow fan. What time is it? Okay, I've got 21 minutes to get back to work. I'm not the biggest like cool tone eyeshadow person, and this is not something I wouldn't use. This palette, I already know I wouldn't use this palette. And again, I don't, the name, what kind, I need to know what kind of breakfast this is that they're serving. What restaurant is this? I'm not going. Alright guys, so that is it for this will I buy it or nah video. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the products I showed and I talked about. Are these things that you guys plan on picking up? Are you passing on them? Is it a maybe? Whatever it is, you guys know I want to know down below in the comment section. So let's go ahead and get the conversation started. As always, thank you guys so much for continuing to rock with me. Wait, let me just really quickly, I've had a lot of people inbox me and ask me, am I going to do a video commenting on the whole Tati James Charles debacle? James has lost millions of subscribers, Tati has gained millions of subscribers. No, the main reason is I don't watch either one of them. Okay, I do not watch James. Hey sisters, the only reason I know that he says that, I'm I'm in the car with Alani the other day. I was watching someone's video on YouTube, headed to take her to school, and then they were talking about James Charles, and she goes, oh, we love James Charles. So I was like, who is we? Who is we? You're speaking French, because I don't. So who is we? And she's like, mommy, everybody in my class watches James Charles, which I was really thrown off by that, because I was like, I don't know my child. I don't know you. And then she was like, hey sisters. And I was like, what is that? She's like, that's what he says. So okay, so I know that's probably the only thing I know about him, is that he says hey sisters. Thanks to my 10-year-old, who I clearly don't know anymore. But you guys know I used to watch Tati, and that was when she got into cahoots with Jeffree Star, who I don't do. So I canceled her. She was acting really weird, and I stopped watching her. I don't watch him. I don't like to focus on things that have nothing to do with me, honestly. I'm not a drama channel. It's just not something I don't do. I don't do drama in real life, so I'm not about to do drama in the YouTube world. If I followed them and I felt like it was something that like applied to me, I don't. I feel like if this is what YouTube is about, and if this is the way of YouTube, and this is how you have to make it, and oh, I guess I'm never gonna do, get 1 million subscribers because this isn't who I am, maybe then that means it's time for me to walk away from YouTube. But I don't know. I don't feel like that has anything to do with me. So for those of you who've been asking, I've been trying to answer back as many people as I can, because I've gotten a lot of people like messaging me, asking me about it. So no, I'm sorry, I'm just not. And I guess I kind of did touch on it, so if I had an answer, that's what it would be. But this video has been long enough. I've now only got 7 minutes to get back to work. So again, thank you guys so much for continuing to rock with me. Let me know whatever you want to let me know down below in the comment section, and until next time, bye YouTube.